My child, stop in your tracks and listen. Right now, a divine tide is rising beneath the surface of your life. Though everything around you seems unchanged, heavenly doors have swung wide in secret, and your long-buried prayers are echoing in eternity. A fresh wind is stirring the depths of your soul, calling you out of the familiar into a destiny written before time began. Do not let this moment slip past you. What begins tonight will shape every tomorrow. Will you lean in and receive the glory unfolding for you? Or will you cling to yesterday's shadows and miss the miracle on its way? You do not yet realize that behind the thin veil separating heaven and earth, divine doors have been opened on your behalf. Prayers you have carried for so long, the secret longings of your heart, those you scarcely dared to speak aloud, have been inscribed in the heavens. And while you are still walking through the flow of ordinary time, the heavens have begun to shift. Eternal purposes, missions I destined for you long ago, are now beginning to take form. My beloved, what is beginning is not merely a change in your circumstances. It is not just a new opportunity in your career, a new relationship, or a breakthrough in material life. No, it is something far deeper. It is a shift within the spiritual realms, a fresh wind touching your very soul, awakening what I planted in you before the foundation of the world. Know this, there are purposes concerning you that I have spoken from eternity. In the book of heaven, every page of your life has been written by my hand. The holy dreams I whispered to your spirit while you were still in your mother's womb are now being called forth. The promises I made to you in seasons of loneliness, seasons when you thought I was silent, are now coming to life. Child, do not think that everything around you remains the same. Do not let your natural eyes deceive your soul. There are things unseen, unheard, yet already moving in the spiritual realm. My angels have been sent forth on your behalf. Messengers from heaven are carrying out their assignments to clear the path for you. Everything in the spiritual realm is now being rearranged, not by chance, but through my perfect wisdom, to prepare you to step into a new season, into a fullness beyond anything you have imagined. My beloved child, I know you may be weary from long seasons of battle. I know your heart still carries wounds not yet fully healed. I see those moments when you whisper, Lord, when will it be my turn? But today I declare, your time has begun, not because you have done enough, not because you are perfect, but because I, the one who has loved you with an everlasting love, have appointed this moment to move on your behalf. What is beginning now is not just for today or tomorrow. It is a new flow in your destiny, a new season budding where you will come to understand yourself more clearly in my light. You will enter deeper into the knowledge of me. Your mind will be enlightened. Your heart will be expanded to love and to reach things you once thought beyond your grasp. Be willing to let me reveal these things. Prepare your heart like a freshly tilled field, ready to receive the seeds of life. Let me break through the dry soil of old doubts and past pain so I may plant new hope, new strength, and a renewed vision within you. For what I am beginning in you today will not only transform your life, but will ripple outward to touch the lives of those around you. My child, understand this. When I set things into motion, the entire spiritual universe moves in unison. Nothing is insignificant when it originates from my will. Therefore, do not dismiss the quiet stirrings within your heart. Do not underestimate the gentle trembling you sense in the depths of your soul. These are the very signs of a new season being unveiled. And my child, do not be afraid. The old things must pass, not because I am taking them from you, but because I am making all things new. Do not cling to what I am asking you to release. Be assured that my hand never closes one door without opening another, one that is better, deeper, and more glorious. Beloved child, This new beginning is for you, because you are mine. And as your Father in heaven, I do not only see who you were yesterday, I see who you are becoming, stronger, deeper, and more radiant in my glory. I see you standing firm upon the new ground to which I am leading you. My precious one, when I declare that all things have been set in motion, these are not empty words. The heavens have truly shifted. Streams of divine light have pierced the darkness and are now saturating the very place where you stand. The angelic hosts, my holy servants, have received orders from the throne of my glory. They are not coming empty-handed, but bringing power to set free, to restore, and to deeply encourage your soul. Doors once tightly shut by accusations, by fear, by past failures, are now beginning to open. Invisible locks that the enemy once secretly fastened in your heart are now groaning and giving way. For no chain can withstand the light of my presence. Do you not know there are burdens you have carried for so many years, believing them to be a part of you, so deeply entwined that even you cease to notice them? But I have seen them, and now, under the power of my grace, they are shattering, piece by piece. Perhaps in your mind all of this feels but a faint impression for now, a gentle breeze passing through or a whisper echoing deep within your soul. But child, in the heavenly realm, none of this is vague. There it resounds like the trumpet of victory. The angels are dancing in joy because your appointed hour has come. Believe me, what is taking place is more real than anything you have ever touched in this physical world. So, my child, pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and surrender into my presence. Cease your striving. Do not struggle to resolve things by your own strength. The great things I am doing for you do not arise from the efforts of the flesh, but from the working of my Spirit. The more you struggle, the more you will be drawn into old patterns. The harder you try in your own strength, the heavier and more depleted you will feel. But when you yield yourself into my arms, when you allow me to lead you, then you will find the wind of my Spirit lifting you above every chain and limitation. Do not dig up the past on your own. The failures of yesterday have been buried beneath the crimson flow of my beloved Son's blood. Do not allow self-accusation, painful memories, or past stumblings to become the burden that hinders your steps into this new season. I do not see you through the lens of failure. I see you through the lens of eternal love, a love that is unchanging, unfading, and not dependent on what you do or do not do. Do not analyze my promises through the lens of limited human reasoning. Do not attempt to measure or calculate them by the logic of this world, for the words I speak are not confined by time or circumstance. I am the one who brings forth streams in the barren wilderness, the one who causes the desert to bloom with radiant beauty. What I have spoken over your life shall come to pass, not because you are capable enough, but because I am faithful. And my child, most importantly, do not disqualify yourself from my promises. Do not think yourself unworthy. Do not say in your heart, that is for others, not for me. Beloved one, it is I who have chosen you, who have called you by name. It is I who planted these promises within your life long before you were ever born. No failure, no stumble can cause me to change my mind about you. Step out from the land of self-condemnation. Let me restore your heart so that you may know who you truly are in my light, a child of the King of Kings, an heir to promises that will never fade. Furthermore, do not strive to earn what I freely give. My grace is not a reward for your efforts or achievements. It is a gift from my heart. If you attempt to seize it through your own strength, you will lose the joy and freedom that grace brings. Simply receive it as a child who trusts their father. Do not complicate the love I have for you. My child, do not allow your current circumstances to cloud your vision of my love. Do not let trials or unfulfilled longings convince you that I have drawn away from you. No, my love for you does not waver with the changing tides of life. It is like an underground river flowing steadily beneath the earth. Even when the surface appears dry, the flow remains constant. Even when you feel weak, I am strong beside you. Even when you wander, I pursue you. Today, I am calling you to pause, to release. Rest your soul in my embrace. Allow me to lead you through the new door I am opening. Do not resist, do not doubt, do not fear. What is coming surpasses all that you have hoped for. The seasons I have prepared for you will be filled with light, life, and joy. Let the old chains fall away completely. Let the garments of self-accusation, the rags of shame, fall away. Clothe yourself in the new garments I give you, garments of righteousness, of hope, of glory. And remember this, you do not walk alone. My angels surround you. My spirit dwells within you, and I, your Father, will guide your every step, every heartbeat, every breath. You have prayed not only on days when your heart was full of faith, but also in the dark nights when you knew not how to hope. There were times when your heart seemed shattered, and your prayers were but sighs. There were moments when you feared your words were lost in the void. But my child, never once have I turned my back on you. Not for a single moment have my eyes left you. I have seen you persist in waiting, sometimes with fresh hope, sometimes in deep despair. There were days when you felt able to move forward, and days when you wanted to give up everything. Yet through it all, you held fast to me. Though your hands trembled, though your heart swayed, you did not let go. And my beloved child, that is so precious in my sight. And now, listen closely. This season of waiting is shifting. A new wind from heaven is blowing across your life. That which you once believed would be delayed forever, the things you feared might never come to pass, are now being moved by my hand. I am not one who forgets my promises. I am not one who begins a work and fails to complete it. When I declare that the time has come, no power, no obstacle can stand against the flow of my grace. My child, I am moving. There are things your eyes have not yet seen, your ears have not yet heard, but they are taking shape in the unseen realm. I am weaving the tapestry of your destiny, thread by thread, with my wisdom, love, and power intricately intertwined. Doors that once seemed permanently closed are now opening. Long-waiting gates are now groaning beneath my hand. What I am doing is beyond your ability. You cannot orchestrate these things by yourself. No matter how wise or meticulous your planning may be, what I am accomplishing far surpasses your understanding. This is not your work. It is mine, in you and through you. Let me do what only I can do. Surrender fully to my leading. And remember this, I am not delayed. In your eyes, the time may seem long. You may have asked, Father, why must I wait so long? But child, the waiting has not been in vain. In that silent season, I have been preparing you. I have refined your heart. I have taught you to trust, to walk in humility, to cling to me above all else. It was in those seemingly quiet days that I laid a firm foundation within you, so that when the new season arrives, you would stand strong and not be swept away. There are things I had to establish in you before I could bring you into what I have prepared for you. For if you were to step in too soon, before your heart was ready, before your mind was mature, the blessing could become a burden rather than a joy. But now you have been prepared. Your hour is drawing near. And child, the beautiful truth is this: I will not only answer the prayers you have spoken, I am preparing to give you things you have not even dared to ask for, dreams you have never voiced, longings you thought too distant for yourself. All of these are within my heart for you. For I am a Father who loves you with an everlasting love. My love for you does not stop at what you think you deserve. It goes far beyond that. I desire to give you more, deeper, higher than all you have ever asked or imagined. There are things from your past that once seemed to bury you, failures, wounds, words that pierced like arrows. You may have thought you would never fully recover, but my child, I am the healer. No wound is too deep for me. No pain is beyond my reach. Even now I am touching the hidden places within you, laying my loving hand upon old wounds, and the breath of my spirit is reviving parts of you that once withered. I am also the restorer. I do not merely heal you and leave you to stumble forward in weakness. No, my child, I restore you completely, restoring your faith, your worth, and the years you thought were lost. What the enemy has stolen, I will restore manifold. Even the losses you thought were beyond redemption, I will turn into a glorious testimony to my name. And beyond that, I am the Redeemer. I do not allow your mistakes to define you. I do not let your past failures frame you in an old image. I am the one who takes even what the enemy intended for your harm and turns it into the very foundation for new growth and glory in your life. There may have been times when you thought, I am broken, Lord. My life is too tangled. How could it ever be made whole again? But my child, listen to me. I am the one who makes all things new. All things, without exception. When I speak, the old passes away, and behold, new things begin to take shape, not by your own strength, but by my boundless power to restore and create. And know this, my precious one, I do not wait for tomorrow to act. Even now, in the very moment you are hearing these words, in the very moment you are reading and opening your heart, I am already at work. The moment I speak, the heavens begin to move. The moment I speak, people, resources, and opportunities are being aligned in ways that only I can orchestrate. You cannot yet see it all, for there is much I am working behind the invisible veil. But be assured, none of my actions are delayed. I am weaving everything together with wisdom and perfect timing for your good. There are hearts I am calling, minds I am softening, and eyes I am opening so they may recognize the value and calling upon your life. There are doors I am opening that once seemed impossible for you to enter. Even now as I speak, I am lifting burdens from you that were never meant for you to carry. There are burdens you have borne for too long. Fear, shame, self-condemnation, worry about the future. But today, my child, I want you to lay them down. Let me carry them for you. Let your soul be light and at peace in my presence. For you were not created to live under such weight and pressure. You were created to live in the freedom and peace that come from me. And my beloved child, I am making a way where you thought there was none. You may be standing before walls that seem insurmountable, at dead ends of logic and circumstance. But remember, I am the one who makes a way through the sea, who causes rivers to flow in the desert. There is no situation that is hopeless for me. I am not limited by circumstances nor bound by the laws of this world. Even now, as you are still asking, how could this be? I am already opening new paths. You may not yet see them, but soon you will. Perhaps today you only sense them as a gentle breeze, as a quiet stirring within your heart. But before long, it will become a clear reality before your eyes. My child, the one thing I long for from you in this moment is trust. Not perfection, not exhausting effort, simply a humble, tender heart willing to say, Father, I trust you. I will follow your voice. And as you do, I will draw you into deeper places of knowing me, of my love and power. My beloved child, listen carefully to what I speak, for what I am about to say will be the life-giving stream that nourishes your soul in this season of transition. Do you know this? I am the one who holds supreme power, the one who can change hearts and destinies in the blink of an eye. With but a word from my mouth, even the hardest hearts can melt like wax before a flame. Minds clouded by doubt and confusion can awaken to receive wisdom from on high. Circumstances once sealed and seemingly impossible can be overturned. transformed into doors of blessing overnight. Yes, my child, I can transform your old wounds into something wonderfully new and good. The memories that once brought you to tears I can reweave into powerful testimonies of my faithfulness. The hurts that once caused you to fall, I can turn into stepping stones that lift you higher. And I speak to you today. I promise to do this. This is not an empty promise or a fleeting word of comfort. This is a promise from the one who established the foundations of the earth, who holds the stars in their courses, who loves you with an unfading love. But my child, for these wonders to truly break forth in your life, there is one of utmost importance that you must hold on to, and that is faith. Your faith is not something distant or abstract. It is the golden key that unlocks the door to the treasure of my promises. This faith is not mere wishful thinking or a fragile hope. It is a firm trust, a strong conviction, so real that you can see with the eyes of faith even before your physical eyes behold the fulfillment. Understand this, my child. When you believe, you are agreeing with me. When you believe, you are opening the way for me to move freely in your life. Nothing pleases me more than your pure faith. When you choose to believe, even before any sign appears, when you cling to my word while everything around you still seems dim, this is when your faith shines like a lamp in the night. And it is that very light that stirs the heavens. Faith, my child, does not merely change outward circumstances. It holds a deeper power. It transforms you from within. It enables you to see life through my eyes, to feel with my heart, and to walk in the path I prepared for you. Through faith, you are changed inwardly, no longer one marked by old wounds, but one who is healed, strengthened, filled with hope and life. Through faith, you will no longer live bound by the past, but as one who walks in the present and future, moving in the light and power of my kingdom. Therefore, my beloved, I earnestly urge you, guard your faith as one guards a priceless treasure. Do not allow negative words, temporary circumstances, or creeping doubts to wear down your faith. Nurture your faith daily through my word, through worship, through sincere prayer, and through obedience as I lead you. Let this faith grow day by day, taking deep root in your soul, so that when the winds of testing blow, you will remain steadfast and unshaken. Remember that faith does not have to be great all at once. Even faith as small as a mustard seed, if cared for and nourished, will grow into a large and sturdy tree where even the birds of the air can find rest. With this faith in your heart, you will be ready for the profound changes I am preparing to bring about. What I am about to do in your life is not a minor or temporary change. It will be a deep transformation in how you think, how you feel, and how you live. I will renew your mind so that your thinking is no longer limited by old experiences or human patterns. I will refresh your heart so that you love more deeply, forgive more easily, and hope more strongly. I will enlarge your vision so that you no longer see your life through a narrow frame, but see yourself as I see you, my beloved child, an heir to eternal promises, one called to carry my light into this world. My beloved child, when you stand firm in faith, you are placing your hand in my mighty hand. When you believe, you are stepping into the unending stream of grace that I am pouring out. And when that happens, nothing can hinder my work in your life. Mountains will be brought low, closed doors will swing wide open, broken relationships will be restored. Dreams you once thought had withered will come alive, more vibrant than ever. My dear one, I am extending my arms wide, inviting you to step into a place of peace that surpasses all earthly understanding. Come closer to me. Lay down the burdens that are weighing on your heart, every worry, every sorrow, every deep wound you have never dared to speak of. Bring it all here. Place it in my hands. In my presence, you do not need to be strong. You do not need to hide your weaknesses. You only need to come as you are, fully present, and let me love you just as you are. I have a wondrous stream, a stream of soul restoration. When you let yourself be carried by its current, its sacred waters will flow into the deepest recesses of your soul, places long shut away by fear or pain. Each drop of this living water will wash away the dust of the past, cleanse you of words that once discouraged your heart, and heal wounds you thought could never mend. In this communion between us, you will not only find rest, you will be renewed. What once weighed you down will become wings to lift you higher. What once were limitations will be broken open, revealing new horizons. You will begin to feel a profound transformation, not just outwardly, but from the very depths of your soul. The well springs of life within you will begin to flow with new strength. Forgotten joy will be awakened. Hope that seemed to have grown cold will blaze again like a new flame, and you will see your very body being renewed. Weariness will gradually fade. The heaviness of long, anxious days will be replaced by a gentle but vibrant energy. Your mind will grow clear and sharp. Decisions that once confused you will now become clear. For when you are in harmony with me, when your spirit beats in rhythm with mine, wisdom from heaven will flow through you. My child, what I long for from you is not much. I do not ask that you devote your entire day, nor do I require you to withdraw from life's responsibilities. I simply desire that you give me a small portion of your day. Even a few minutes is enough to open the gateway of heaven within your heart. Do not underestimate those moments. Just one glance, one whispered word in my presence can shift an entire destiny. One moment of touching my heart can transform your entire life. Do you know this, my child? The world will always be busy. Your schedule will always have things that press in. But remember, nothing on this earth is more important than communion between you and me. When you prioritize me, when you choose to be with me amidst the busyness, you are sowing seeds of peace, of wisdom, of abundance for your own life. And in due season, those seeds will bloom in full glory. My beloved one, this is not an ordinary invitation. It is a call from the heart of a father who loves you unconditionally. I do not call you to question or demand, but to embrace you, to whisper in your ear words the world could never speak, words that will heal, that will uplift, that will illuminate your path. So do not hesitate. Do not let the worries of today steal away the precious moments you could spend with me. You can come to me at dawn when everything is still and quiet, or in the restful pause of midday, or in the evening when the sounds of life have settled. I am always there, waiting for you, never weary, never turning my face away. And when you do this, when you choose to come and rest in my embrace, you will gradually discover a wondrous truth, that you no longer have to strive so hard to control everything. You will learn to let me accomplish on your behalf what is beyond your ability. You will come to know that sometimes simply surrendering and trusting is in itself a great victory. My child, let me become your very breath, the strength in your steps, the light upon your path. Let the relationship between you and me be more than just words, but a living flow, renewed each day. Do not let time pass without these precious moments, for it is in these moments that I am weaving a new person within you, stronger, deeper, and more radiant than ever before. You may have grown weary. You may have thought that you no longer had the strength to carry on, but believe me, in me you will find new strength. Like an eagle soaring high, you will rise above the contrary winds, not by your own power, but by the strength of my presence within you. So today, right now, I invite you, rest. Offer me your time so that I may give you something far greater in return, a restored heart, a renewed spirit, a life that walks in boundless grace and power. Beloved child, I see so clearly the deep longing in your heart to hear my voice. In those quiet moments when your eyes lift toward the vast sky, when your small prayers rise into the stillness of the night, I know you are seeking a word of affirmation, a sign from me to assure you that you are not walking in vain, that you are on the very path I have laid out for you today. Open your heart to listen, for I come to speak to you, to share the hidden things of my heart meant especially for you. Good plans, intentions conceived before you were ever formed in your mother's womb. But first, my child, pause for a moment. Allow yourself a space of stillness to release the heavy emotions that have been weighing upon your heart. I know there are things you have not yet spoken aloud, fears, doubts, disappointments that you do not know where to place. Now, let me receive them all. Let your heart be washed in the stream of my love. I forgive you not only for the mistakes you are aware of, but even for those you do not yet see. Let my forgiveness sink deep so that your heart may be light, and so you may hear my whisper all the more clearly. You have never been alone. Do you know that even on days when it seemed that everyone had turned away, even in those moments when you felt abandoned in the midst of life's currents, I, the Creator, your loving Father, have never, not for a single moment, left your side. I have been with you in every breath, every step. There were times when you could not feel my nearness, not because I had left, but because your heart was clouded by the fog of anxiety and life's pressures. Today I invite you once again to place your full trust in me, that you may feel my closeness, like the warmth of the sun breaking through the clouds. And my child, along this journey, there will be those who do not believe in my promises, those who live as though they must carry the weight of everything upon their own strength, as though they are orphans wandering the world. They may appear strong outwardly, but deep within lies a loneliness and insecurity that only I can truly see. Love them, but do not let their doubts dim your faith. Do not allow their skeptical words or questioning glances to cause you to falter, for the words I have spoken to you are true and unchanging. I have promised to be with you forever. This is a covenant that cannot be broken. Stay close to those whose hearts are also seeking me, those who walk in my light, so that you will not have to battle life's storms alone. But no matter the circumstance, always remember this: I am here right beside you, walking with you. When you breathe, I am your breath. When you walk, I am the steady step that supports you. When you are weary, I am the place where you can rest your head. When you rejoice, I am the one who shares in your joy. There is not a single moment in your life when I am absent. And do you know this, my child? I delight in seeing your longing to hear my voice. It is a sign that your heart yearns for the eternal, not merely for the fleeting things of this world. I love that heart within you, and I rejoice as you continue to seek me even when the answers do not come immediately. Remain faithful, my child, for I am the one who answers the faithful in heart. Today, I want you to know that my plans for you are neither random nor temporary notions. Every step I invite you to take is part of a perfect design I have prepared for your life. You may not yet see the whole picture, but trust that each piece you are walking through holds meaning. The trials you are facing are not in vain. They are shaping you and opening the way for greater grace to flow into your life. Keep your heart tender so that I may continue to speak to you. Let your trust in me grow each day like a young tree nourished by streams of living water. And know this: though the world may change, though people may waver, I, the one who has loved you since before the beginning of time, remain ever faithful. When you lift your eyes to me, you will never be put to shame. You will never be disappointed. Today, my beloved child, I come to you not merely to speak distant teachings, but to draw near, to whisper into the deepest places of your heart, where only you and I truly know. I know that right now you are longing to hear a word from me, a word that touches the most tender and lonely places within your soul. I come not out of obligation, but out of a love that surpasses all boundaries, a love that is unconditional, unchanging, not based on merit or worthiness. It flows always, like an unfailing stream, like an unquenchable flame, like arms that never close. Oh, my child, there is nothing, no one, no force in this world or in the spiritual realms that can separate you from my love. Not the sins you have committed, not the failures you have tasted, not the wounds you carry. Even if you have wandered from the path, even if your heart has grown cold, even if there have been days when you turned away from me in pain or in shame, still my hand remains outstretched, never weary, never hesitant, reaching to you to pull you out of every chain of despair, to restore your longing to truly live. To live in freedom, in light, and in the joy I have prepared for you from the very beginning. When you call out to me, whether it is a faint whisper or a desperate cry in the darkness of your soul, I have heard you, and I am here. Not one of your prayers has been forgotten. Not a single tear you have shed has escaped my notice. When you feel lost in the currents of life, when your heart is so heavy that all you can do is weep, that is the very moment when my heart leans closest to you. I do not watch from a distance. I bend low, and with my own hand, I wipe the tears from your face. When you kneel, whether in weariness, in repentance, or simply because you no longer know what else to do, I do not look upon you with eyes of judgment, but with a gaze full of tender love. These eyes are filled with joy because you have chosen to return. There is no reproach in my gaze, only a deep rejoicing that my beloved child is finding their way back into my embrace. My grace covers you like a soft cloak, wrapping around you amidst the challenges of life. Even when you walk through rugged paths, treacherous turns, and seemingly inescapable trails, you are never alone. My presence, like a lamp in the night, like a star in the dark sky, will illuminate your way. No matter how thick the darkness may be, my light will never be extinguished. And no matter how many times you stumble, I will always be ready to lift you up, to brush the dust from your path, and to gently whisper, "Keep going, for I am with you, my child. Never believe that you have wandered so far that I cannot reach you. Do not let the cruel words of the world or the accusations of the enemy convince you that you are unworthy of my love. I love you not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. I love you in the very midst of your imperfections, and it is precisely when you are weak that I draw even nearer to you. How many times have I seen you struggle within unseen chains, fears, insecurities, nameless shame? But I have come to shatter every one of those chains. I have come not merely to comfort you temporarily, but to restore you completely, to enable you to live in the fullness of the calling and dignity I have placed within you. I want you to know that nothing from your past can take away the special place you hold in my heart. As you continue your journey ahead, there will be challenges. There will be days when you feel unsteady, but remember my words today. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. Whenever you need me, whether in a moment of confusion, an hour of loneliness, or in the long sleepless nights, if you but whisper, I am already there. Let my presence become your safest refuge, a place where you can lay down every burden and find new strength. And my child, it is not only for your healing that I am working through you. I desire for my light to reach others as well. As you experience my love and grace, you will become a small lamp in this world, guiding those who are lost back to the way. I will use all that you have endured, your pains, your wounds, your failures, as a testimony to my faithfulness and healing power. Nothing in your journey is meaningless, for in my hands, all things can be turned for good. Beloved one, as you receive my love and grace, I urgently remind you, never let your heart become ensnared by doubts concerning the blessings I have prepared for you. Every promise I have spoken, every blessing I have ordained, is in motion even when you do not yet see it clearly in the present. Let your heart be filled with rest in me, and do not let the worries of this world overtake your mind. I do not want you to live each day caught in a whirlwind of concerns and nameless anxieties, for each day I am already there, watching over you, covering you beneath the shadow of my wings. And when your eyes fall upon your loved ones, especially when you see certain family members carrying negative attitudes or behaving in ways that bring you pain or disappointment, I want you to guard your heart with wisdom and gentleness. Do not let anger rise up, nor let your words become sharp blades that wound them. Even if you have every right to feel hurt or indignant, remember, words spoken in anger will never heal, but will only sow greater distance. My child, I see all things. I understand the struggles within your heart when you witness those you love making mistakes, when you hear words that pierce you with pain. Yet, it is in these very moments that I long for you to choose the higher path, the path of patience, of mercy, of sincere prayer. Learn to guard your tongue. Do not let harsh words escape your lips. Even when storms rage within you, choose words of kindness to speak, or, when needed, choose the wisdom of silence that comes from me. I am not calling you to be passive or to pretend nothing is happening. Rather, I am inviting you to take on the posture of a spiritual warrior, one who does not fight with shouts or attacks, but with steadfast prayers and unwavering faith. Continue to kneel on their behalf. Continue to bring each name, each burden, and place them before my throne. Never judge that I am not at work within their hearts simply because you do not yet see visible change. Beloved child, in the spiritual realm, I am constantly at work. Invisible battles are being fought for the freedom of those you love. I am moving, clearing the way, gently touching each heart and healing old wounds. This work never ceases, even though you cannot see it, and so remain steadfast in faith. Stand firm in your place of intercession, without discouragement, without weariness. My child, never forget that I am with you in every moment. My presence is not confined only to the times when you kneel in prayer. I am with you even as you work, as you care for your family, as you face difficult situations. I am there, the quiet strength within you, the gentle peace in your mind. When you feel weak, when you believe you lack the patience to go on, remember that you are not fighting alone. I myself am giving you strength each day. It is I who am keeping your heart tender and your soul at peace amid the turmoil. And my love for you, my beloved child, is the surest foundation upon which you can stand. When the words of others cause you to doubt yourself, when circumstances leave you bewildered, return to my unchanging love. This love is your assurance that you are never abandoned and that every good work I have begun in you will be brought to completion. So walk in peace. Do not let your heart be drawn into the whirlpool of fruitless arguments, nor allow the faults of others to strip away the gentleness I am cultivating within you. It is through the way you treat them, with patience, with mercy, with humility, that you reflect my light within your family. Be that small yet steadfast light in your home. Though this light may not immediately dispel the darkness around you, trust that each ray of love, each sincere prayer, will gradually soften even the hardest of hearts. You do not need to change everyone by your own strength. That is my work. Your part is to keep your heart pure, your words gentle, and your faith unwavering. Above all, remember this: every quiet act you do, those moments of intercession, those times when you restrain your anger, those occasions when you choose forgiveness over resentment. All of it is seen and cherished by me. Not a single act of love from you is meaningless in my sight. They are like good seeds taking root in silence. And in my perfect timing, you will witness sweet fruit spring forth, both within your own heart and in the lives of those you love. And my beloved child, as you remain steadfast in your trust in me, as you continue to entrust every area of your life to my care, you will gradually come to see this truth. My hand is quietly at work in every corner of your life. No part of it is forgotten by me. From the seemingly smallest matters to the weightiest decisions, all are covered by my boundless wisdom and infinite love. Every door you walk through, every person you encounter, every challenge you face, none of these escape the watchful gaze of my providence. The love I have for you and for your family is an unceasing river, steadfast as the mountains, enduring as the heavens, never fading. The world may change, people may falter, but my love for you is eternal. Let this truth sink deeply into your heart. Let it be an endless source of peace in stormy days and a wellspring of joy in tranquil moments. When you allow my love to reign within your heart, your anxieties will begin to fade, and a pure joy will blossom from within. You are my precious child, not because of what you can accomplish, but because of who you are, uniquely created and unconditionally loved by me. I am the one who shelters your life, the one who protects you from every danger, the one who provides for all your needs, not temporarily, but eternally. Every day you live under this sky is a day I am guarding you. Every breath you take is a sign that my grace continues to pour upon you. And my child, when you see the failings of your loved ones, when you witness them being drawn down the wrong paths of this world, do not burden your heart with blame. Do not let disappointment sharpen your words or make them harsh. Learn to speak the truth in love. Gently point out their errors with humility and compassion. You never know when a soft word from you may become a seed of awakening within them. Help them recognize the snares, the conflicts, and the needless struggles, not through force, but through the shining example of kindness and wisdom that comes from me. Do you know why I have placed you among them? It is not by accident, nor by coincidence. I have purposed it. You are the vessel I desire to use to help free them from unseen chains. Through the illusions of this world, through patience, through ceaseless intercession, through a tender heart, you are partnering with me in the work of restoration and redemption for their lives. Your role is of great importance in the larger picture I am painting for their journey. So, my child, continue to lift up your sincere prayers to me. Keep that flame of intercession burning. Do not let it fade, even when you do not yet see immediate results. For in every plea you make, in every silent tear you shed, I am at work. I hear every whisper of your heart, and with boundless love and care I will help you. Not a single one of your prayers falls into empty space. Everything you ask of me, when it flows from a heart of love and genuine care, I will answer in the best way, in my perfect timing. And you know this well, don't you? You have experienced my help countless times, in moments when it seemed there was no way out, in the days when you were weary and had no strength left to continue. I was the one who lifted you up. I renewed your strength. I made a way where there was no way. Remember those times so that your heart will not be shaken by doubts. Do not let the voice of uncertainty whisper to you that I have forgotten you. No, my beloved, I have never forgotten you, and I never will. My love still covers you like a soft, comforting cloak, like great wings sheltering you in the midst of every storm. Let your heart remain sensitive to this truth, so that no seed of doubt may take root in your soul. The more you immerse yourself in my love, the more steadfast and at peace you will become. Even if the world trembles, even if people change, you will remain firm, because I am your unshakable foundation. My beloved child, I remind you that I am the one who provides for your life, not only on days of clear skies and sunshine, but even on the cloudiest and darkest days. I remain an unfailing source for you. No matter how your outward circumstances may appear, no matter how trials may surround you, you can be assured that I will never let you lack what is truly necessary for the path I have prepared for you to walk. Engrave this truth deeply in your heart. The difficulties you face do not have the authority to determine your destiny. They are but temporary seasons, trials permitted to refine your faith and to make you stronger and more mature in your spiritual journey. And even when you cannot yet see the shift happening, believe that everything will turn for good, beyond what you have ever dared to hope for. For I am not one who gives sparingly, but one who fulfills every promise and often gives you far more than you have asked or imagined. This, my child, is the power I continually remind you to live in. It is not a strength that comes from yourself, but the power of my Holy Spirit dwelling within you. Through my Spirit, you are no longer subject to negative emotions. You can master your own soul. Even if storms rage around you, your spirit can remain at rest in a deep peace that only I can give. Moreover, my beloved, your words carry great power. I have placed the power of life and death in your tongue. Therefore, I urge you to be mindful of what comes from your mouth. No more complaints, no more negative talk, no more sighs weighed down with disappointment. No, from now on, I desire that your words be words that build up, words that impart life. Let your lips pour forth declarations of faith, words that echo my everlasting promises over your life and your family. Each time you speak my truth, you partner with me to shape a new reality, a reality saturated with hope and glory. Speak life into your circumstances, even when they may appear shrouded in sorrow. Speak life into dreams that seem to have withered. Speak life into every relationship, into every path you are about to walk. Remember this: my power is not only working around you, it is working within you. Each day that you choose to place your trust in me is another day when you open wide the door for my hand to guide you more clearly. I will give you wisdom to know how to walk forward. I will give you discernment to recognize which doors I am opening for you and which ones you are meant to close. There is no need in your life, whether seemingly small or overwhelmingly great, that is beyond my concern. I care for the ordinary matters of your day-to-day life, a need within your family, peace of mind, a joy in your heart, just as I care for the larger things, the direction of your life and the great dreams I myself have sown within you. Every single matter, great or small, is seen by me, and for each one I have a way to provide according to my wisdom and love. And my child, when you step into that rhythm of life, a life where each day begins in trust toward me, you will experience a joy that surpasses circumstances. It is not a joy dependent on everything being perfect, but a deep, abiding joy that springs from knowing you are living within my abundance. Abundance is not limited to material things. Abundance is a soul filled with peace. It is a heart that gives thanks even in the midst of lack. It is a spirit that remains strong and unshaken in the face of adversity. You will come to see that when you speak my truth, your mind will be renewed. When you choose words of life instead of complaint, your soul will be strengthened. As you walk each day in faith, new doors will begin to open. New relationships, new creativity, new opportunities you never imagined you could reach. And beyond that, my beloved child, through this very way of living, those around you will also be touched. They will see in you a light that is different, a strength that does not come from this world. They will wonder how you can remain standing, how you can speak words of hope when circumstances seem bleak. And in that moment, You will be a witness to my power and love. There will be no need to strive or force it. Your transformed life will be the most powerful testimony of all. Therefore, my child, never underestimate the power of your daily choices. Each time you choose to trust me instead of worry, each time you choose to speak life instead of death, each time you step forward in faith instead of giving in to discouragement, you are partnering with me to bring my heavenly purposes into your life. And I promise you this, as you faithfully do your part, I, the faithful one, will not delay in doing mine. Each day I will provide for you, not merely enough to survive, but an overflowing abundance, so that you may live a rich life, a life full of meaning and blessing. So continue to walk in the leading of my Spirit. Let your words, your thoughts, and your actions be steeped in faith and love. Know that I am walking with you every moment, and expect that greater things than you have imagined will come. For I am the one whose blessings are never limited for my beloved children. My beloved child, when trials come knocking, when contrary winds begin to blow strongly upon your life's journey, I call you to pause and listen for my voice, not only with your outer ears, but with the very depths of your heart. Open wide your heart so that my words do not simply pass by like a gentle breeze, but are engraved deeply, like streams of living water, refreshing the dry ground of your soul. With each new day, as the dawn first breaks, I have already prepared good things for you. Before your eyes even open, before your first breath of the day stirs in your chest, I smile upon you with love and hope. My desire is not that you merely endure each day warily, but that you live it in the fullness of joy, in a peace that rises above all the worries of this world. My child, know this. I have painted a beautiful future for you, a future not only abundant in material blessings, but rich in spiritual depth, a future marked by harmony in every relationship, prosperity and inner peace, where love and unity flow through your family like a pure, refreshing stream. It is my longing to see your household no longer torn apart by negative emotions, no longer divided by unloving words. I desire to behold that place filled with laughter, with words of encouragement, and with forgiveness that flows as naturally as breath itself. But for this vision to become reality, my beloved, I need your heart to remain tender before me. I need you to keep your heart wide open, like a field awaiting the rain from heaven, like fertile soil ready to receive each seed from the hand of the sower. I can and I will perform wonders within that very heart, the heart that you sometimes think is too immature, too weak, or unworthy. Yet it is precisely in that simplicity and purity where I can touch most deeply. My child, do not be discouraged by the tenderness of your heart. Do not fear those days when you feel unsteady within. It is in that very weakness that my grace has room to fully display its power. If you were always self-sufficient and strong, why would you need me? But when you know that you need me every hour, when you learn to open your heart and say, Father, I need you, that is when my strength fills you. That is when you will no longer fight in your own strength, but in the boundless power that flows from heaven. And do you know this, my child? I love the way you long for a home filled with love and peace. I have heard your silent prayers for your family, every whispered plea in the quiet of the night, every sigh of concern for your loved ones. Do not think these prayers are in vain or unheard. On the contrary, each word you have offered up is treasured by me, kept as precious jewels upon the heavenly altar. I am moving. I am preparing the way. I am unraveling the invisible knots you cannot untangle on your own. Continue to walk in tenderness and patience. Do not grow impatient for immediate results. I am the one who acts in the perfect time, and what I do will stand firm. When you choose to wait patiently upon me, you are sowing seeds of the deepest faith. and I promise you the harvest will come. That harvest will not only be a change in outward circumstances, but a profound renewal within hearts and relationships. So, my child, open your heart wide each day to receive my love. Do not let worry close your spirit. Do not let past experiences block you from embracing the new things I desire to bring. I am the one who makes all things new. Even when you think certain things have died, that certain doors are closed forever, I can bring them back to life. There is nothing too late in my hands. No heart is too hard for me to soften. No wound is too deep for me to heal. And it is my longing that you not only receive this for yourself, but also become a vessel through which my love flows to your family. Let your words be words of encouragement. Let your gaze be filled with compassion. Let your small daily actions become a living testimony of my presence. Do not think you must do great things. A gentle word spoken when another is angry, a gesture of grace when a loved one is stubborn. These seemingly small things carry the power to tear down walls within the human heart. My beloved child, I know you long for a family united, a family full of peace. And today I say to you, it is possible, not by your strength, but by mine. Not through the perfection of others, but through the quiet yet steadfast work of my Spirit in each heart. Your part is to keep loving, to keep praying, to keep believing. Leave the rest to me. And do you know this, my child? When you choose to live in that gentleness and trust, you will be the very first to experience complete joy in me. There is no need to wait until everything is perfect. Even in the process, even in the days when you are still waiting for my promises to be fulfilled, you offer to me, your heart will be reminded of my living presence. As you choose to converse with me, the bond between us will grow deeper, and you will see small miracles will begin to unfold in your soul and gradually ripple outward into your life. Today is not an ordinary day. Today is the day I am inviting you to speak it all, holding nothing back, hiding nothing. Tell me about the dreams you carry in your heart. Share with me the fears that make you hesitate. Speak to me about the longings you have never dared to voice to anyone. And then, after you have poured it all out, be still and listen, for I too have something to say to you. My voice will not be loud or boisterous. It will come as a gentle whisper to your ear. Let your heart be sensitive enough to perceive it. It may be a deep sense of peace that arises when you think of me. It may be a sudden thought that lights up your mind. It may be a quiet prompting within your soul. In whatever form it comes, know this: it is I who am speaking to you. And in my voice, there will be no condemnation. There will be no harsh words directed at you. Only encouragement, restoration, and unconditional love will flow. You will sense that you are fully accepted, so deeply loved that no shame or guilt can stand in its presence. I will remind you that you are a marvelous creation in my sight, that I have called you by name, that you belong wholly to me. My child, as you listen to me, your mind will gradually be filled with peace. The noise of the world, the lies of the enemy, the invisible anxieties will slowly fade away. In their place, you will feel a profound stillness, a tender comfort that only heavenly love can bestow. And from that stillness, new life will well up within you. You will walk with lighter steps and a heart filled with greater hope. More than that, the more you converse with me, the more you will realize you are never alone. Even on days when you face trials, when opposition comes, when circumstances weigh heavy upon you, you will know that I am walking beside you every step of the way. Every word you lift up to me in prayer becomes a bridge through which I pour fresh strength, wisdom, and guidance into your life. And my dear child, never think that your small prayers are insignificant. Even your quietest whispers, even a sigh filled with longing, I hear them all. I listen to every beat of your heart. There is nothing too small about you that escapes my attention. I care for every tear you shed, every smile that graces your face, every sincere word that comes from your lips. So today, my beloved, open your heart fully to me. Do not allow any barriers to hinder the flow of our conversation. Let my love pour over you like refreshing rain upon dry ground. Let my light shine into the deepest corners of your soul, and let my very presence be the place where you find rest and renewed strength. My precious child, as you continue to listen to my voice, engrave this truth deeply within your heart. In every trial, in every circumstance that seeks to shake you, I am never standing afar off, leaving you to struggle alone. On the contrary, I am always present, very near, right beside you, ever ready to extend my hand to help you in all things. There is no hardship you face that I do not know. There is no pain you endure that I do not understand. Every step you take, every tear you shed, every sigh you release, I see it all. I hear it all. Remember this: when you ask me for what is good, when you lift up desires born of a pure heart, I do not turn a deaf ear. I am not a God who is indifferent to your hopes. On the contrary, my heart is overflowing with love and ready to bless you with the very best. Everything you entrust to me in faith, if it is for your good and for your blessing, I will surely answer and provide abundantly. And my child, when the answer comes, you will know with certainty that it was not by your own strength. It will not be because you were more deserving than others, nor because you did anything to earn my favor. No, it will be by my power alone, through the limitless might of the Almighty, the one who loves you with unconditional love. The miracles, the changes you long for, will not flow from your limited abilities, but will come through my supernatural working in your life. Therefore, my beloved, do not lose heart when you see your own limitations. I know there will be days when you feel not strong enough, not capable enough, not worthy enough to receive great things. But that is precisely when you must remind yourself, it is I who perform the miracles. It is I who open doors that no one can shut, who break chains that no human can undo. In your family, where you are longing for harmony, healing, and blessing, I am at work. Even though you may not yet see it with your eyes, in the spiritual realm, my hand is moving behind the scenes. I am softening hearts, arranging circumstances, and preparing the way for relationships to be restored. Do not give up. Do not think that certain relationships are beyond repair. In me, all things can be made new. There is no situation too hopeless when I am present. In your finances, when you face lack, pressures, and bills that must be paid, do not let fear pull you into despair. Remember, I am your provider. I lack no resource. The entire universe belongs to me, and if you place your trust in me, if you walk faithfully in integrity, I will not allow you to go without. My provision may not always come in the way you expect, but it will always come in the right time, in abundance, and in such a wondrous way that you will praise my name. Regarding your health, both in body and in spirit, know that I am your healer. You may have heard troubling diagnoses or carried hidden fears about illness. But my child, know this: I hold the power of life itself. I can restore what has been worn down. I can renew what has been damaged. Trust me. Continue to pray and wait expectantly for my hand to move. Do not be afraid. Do not let sickness or fear steal your joy and peace throughout your entire life. From the smallest details to your grandest dreams, I remain sovereign. Be courageous and keep moving forward. Keep striving, keep fulfilling your roles and responsibilities, but at the same time, do not wear yourself out trying to change what is beyond your control. Learn to release those things into my hands, for with me, nothing is impossible. My beloved child, do not forget, It is when you place your full trust in me that you will begin to witness miracles unfold in your life. When you let go of self-reliance and allow me to lead, you will enter a new depth of rest in your soul. You will no longer be torn by anxiety or brought low by disappointment. Instead, your heart will overflow with hope and your faith will grow ever stronger. And remember, my child, I am not slow as some understand slowness. I do everything in the most perfect timing because I know what is best for you, and I know when you are ready to receive it. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not be disheartened when someone else seems to be blessed before you. Know that each person's journey is unique, and so is my plan for you. What I have prepared for you is personal, tailor-made, and no one can take it away. And now, my beloved child, after all that I have whispered into your heart, I earnestly invite you to remain steadfast in prayer. Do not allow the long days of waiting to weary your spirit. Do not let temporary silence lead you to doubt my faithfulness. For when you pray, when you commune with me, you are doing something far more profound than you can imagine. You are opening the door for me to enter even deeper into your life. You are inviting me to move with power and love in every aspect of your being. Every prayer you offer, whether spoken aloud or whispered in the quiet chambers of your heart, touches mine. Not a single word is forgotten, not a single tear that falls is in vain. Each one is treasured, kept like precious jewels upon the altar of heaven. And in my perfect timing, those prayers will bloom like radiant flowers in your life, displaying my glory through you. My child, when you pray, I do not merely listen, I actively respond. When you open your heart to me, I will fill you with my gentle yet mighty presence. You will sense my embrace like a soft and warm garment wrapped around you on the coldest days of the soul. And not only you, but your family as well will be surrounded by my boundless love. Every loved one, every corner of your home will be touched by my light, deeply, enduringly. Engrave this truth deeply in your heart, my beloved. I, the one speaking to you now, am not one who speaks in vain. I am the one who fulfills every promise. If today I have told you that I will come and perform great wonders in your life, then surely it will be so. No power in heaven or on earth can hinder my hand when my appointed time arrives. But my child, in the waiting, learn patience. Patience does not mean passive stillness. It means continuing to trust, continuing to pray, continuing to walk each day in living hope. Patience is waking each morning, even without yet seeing the answers, and still lifting songs of praise to me. Patience is whispering each night before sleep, Father, I trust you, I wait for you. And as you patiently wait in attentive listening, you will begin to see that I do not work only in the final outcome. Even in the waiting, I am at work within you. I am shaping you to reflect my image more fully. I am teaching you what it truly means to live a life led by genuine faith. And in this waiting, if you open your heart, you will find yourself growing stronger, deeper, more mature. Your faith and perseverance are never in vain, my precious one. I see each quiet step you take. I hear every persistent prayer you utter. I know each moment you battle weariness and resist the negative voices around you, and I take note of it all. No act of faith is too small in my eyes, and you will not be disappointed, for when my time comes, you will witness the fruit of your faithfulness, an outcome far beyond what you could ever hope or imagine. Hold firmly to trust in my timing, my child. My appointed time is always the best time. You may long for it to come sooner. You may have wondered many times why I have not yet moved. But remember, I know all things. I see from beginning to end, and when I act, I do so in fullness and beauty. I am never rushed, nor am I ever late. All that I do is perfectly in harmony with the flawless plan I have prepared for you. And you know this, my beloved one. When that moment comes, when my promise is fulfilled in a clear and undeniable way, you will look back and understand why I have led you through such a journey. You will see that every moment of waiting, every time you persevered in prayer, every instance you held fast to your faith, each one was an essential piece, a necessary thread in the tapestry of your life coming to fullness. My precious child, continue to live in hope. Do not let weariness rob the joy from your heart. Each day, lift up to me your praises and thanksgiving. Keep the flame of faith burning brightly within your soul. Continue to pray, not in anxiety, but in the restful assurance that I am working on your behalf. And as you keep your heart in this posture, you yourself will be transformed. You will find yourself saturated in peace that surpasses all understanding. You will witness joy blossoming in places you once thought barren, and you will become a source of inspiration to those around you. For when others observe your patience, your trust, your waiting and peace, they will recognize that you are leaning upon one who is mighty and faithful. Now lift up to me your sincere prayer. Lord, today I bow before your holy presence. I do not fully comprehend all that is moving in the heavenly realms, but I know that you are at work on my behalf. Please help me to be still, to release my grip on fear and striving. May my soul open like soft earth beneath the rain, so that your word may sink deep and take root within me. I surrender to you, and I eagerly await your revelation, day by day, moment by moment. Lord, you know that my heart has carried so many burdens, the things I have tried so hard to hold on to, the fears I have not dared to voice. But today I lay them all at your feet. Please lift from me the burdens I was never meant to bear. Let me taste the peace that surpasses all understanding, the rest found in your embrace. I trust that you are preparing something better than I have ever asked for or imagined. Lord, amidst the countless noises of this world, among the many voices of men, grant that my ears may be attuned to hear your voice. May my heart learn to listen for the gentle whisper of your Holy Spirit. Teach me to discern what you are saying, that I may walk not by sight but by faith. Though all around me may be shaken, let my heart remain steadfast, knowing that you are faithful. Lord, you know how long I have waited, sometimes with hope overflowing, other times in weary despair. But today, I choose to believe your word. This waiting is now shifting. Though my eyes do not yet see, I choose to believe with my heart. Please help me to wait in trust, to lean wholly upon your grace, so that in your perfect time, I may rejoice as I step into the new season you have prepared for me. Lord, there are things I must release, and it is not easy. There are losses that have brought deep pain, but today I trust in your process. Grant me the courage to let go of what needs to be released, to welcome the new that you are preparing. Help me not to fear the pruning, for I know that your hand is that of the good gardener. May I become a fruitful branch in your vineyard. Lord, there are days when my heart is weary, when my faith feels like a reed bent by the wind. There are moments when I feel like giving up, when my prayers seem to rise no higher than the ceiling. But today, I remember that you are the one who never leaves me. Please renew my strength. Kindle again the flame of faith within me. Help me to stand firm, trusting in your unshakable love. Lord, I know that my life is not a matter of chance. Each day I live carries the purpose you have ordained. Please reveal your will to me. Lead me along the paths you have already prepared. Make me a light in the darkness, a voice of hope for weary souls. As you carry these words in your heart, remember that the new season God is unfolding in your life is only the beginning of a journey into deeper purpose and power. Return here whenever you need to be reminded of your divine calling and to reignite the faith that stirs within you. Subscribe to stay connected to fresh heavenly insights that guide you step by step into your destiny. Leave a comment with the breakthrough you're believing for now, so others can stand with you in prayer. Share this message with someone whose soul needs to awaken to the movement of God on their behalf. Each week, we bring a fresh word straight from heaven's throne to equip you for every battle, to strengthen your faith, and to call you into greater intimacy with your Father. Come back again and again. Your next breakthrough is waiting on the other side of faith. Amen.